Good morning, guys. Welcome back. It is bright and early. Not too bright. It is dark and early. It's rest day today. I'm going to take you through a day in the life. What I got up to today. Give you a bit of an update in terms of where we're at. Let's get on with the day. First things first, straight out of bed, HydroFlow on hands, into the first block of check-ins. Let's get it started. Yes guys, good morning. First block of check-ins boxed off. Currently on my morning walk. See that building there behind me? See that? People scaling that. Cleaning the windows on the outside. Absolutely fucking crazy. Would not be me. But yeah, this is a peaceful walk. This is Al Jadaf waterfront. And I'll show you a bit in a second, but I really like it around here. It's very peaceful. There's not many people whatsoever. At the moment, it is 10 to 7 in the morning. So like I said, first block of check-ins boxed off. Good morning. First block of check-ins boxed off. That's what I love about this place as well. People don't walk past you. They will say hi. They will acknowledge you, and it's just a good vibe. But this has been the routine. And then I will get back, do my vacuums, do my abs because it's rest day today, and eat my first meal. And then we will get in for the second block of check-ins. I'll actually show you here. So this is how it looks around here. Beautiful, beautiful. Some of these boats, you can kind of go out on them for like sunrise or for sunset and in the evenings, and there's ones that you can kind of have dinner on them and stuff as well. I actually have never done something like that, but they're actually not too expensive to actually do. So yeah, at some stage we may. Do you know what? I don't really want to do too many tourist things over here, because there will be times like my mom is going to come out later in the year and my family, so I want to kind of save all these things so that when they come over I can bring them and do these things as well. So it'll be like a first time for both of us. It'll be pretty cool. But yeah, beautiful, peaceful. And we actually have to go to the mall. So I'll show you a little bit of the mall. I've been to the mall like 3-4 times before. Last time I was here, every single time I've got lost. I assume this time's going to be no different because it is fucking gigantic. But yeah, little update. At the moment it's about 39 degrees at like 7 o'clock in the morning. But honestly, like I said, the heat is nowhere near as bad as what people made it out to be. I quite enjoy it. Especially, it's a lot better than waking up in the morning. I know I had a treadmill at home, but you don't need a treadmill. You don't want a treadmill out here because there's no rain and it is peaceful. And something I touched on before is one of the reasons why I didn't really walk outside is because I have that kind of social anxiety and I get a little bit uncomfortable walking outdoors sometimes. But it's something here that I don't get. I feel very, very comfortable. I feel very not anxious, if that makes sense. Like I said, it's just everyone's in their own worlds. Nobody cares about you. Nobody's like looking at you, but everybody will acknowledge you and say hello and be nice. It's yeah, I don't know. It's just something I found. Like I said, I'm morning. Feels good. Okay, vacuums, abs, finished. Meal number 1 is ready. We actually had a little bit of a food increase since the last video, since the last physique update I gave you. So a small adjustment here. Like I said, that weight was kind of sticking and I felt like I was literally getting leaner out here. So food came up a little bit, literally 40 grams of carbs extra on rest days and training days done the job. So you will see that in today's rest day where them carbs were trickled in. Also, GH came up a little bit as well. So already body weight has jumped up from like 111.6 to like 112.5 just with the increase in GH and the extra bit of food over the past couple of days. Training in the last couple of sessions has really pushed forward just off that little bit of food. Like that is like 160, 170 calories. Like that is a small jump. And because how responsive and sensitive my body is, even that and a little bit of extra GH went a long way with how I felt in the gym. So patience is key. When your body's responsive, any little adjustments, you can feel it straight away. So this is going to be meal one. We have 175 meals of egg whites. Egg whites here, I've actually been using whole eggs and cracking them and splitting them because it's hard to get egg whites out here and they're way more expensive than actual just normal eggs. So egg whites from eggs always taste better than bottled egg whites, but it's just inconvenient with actually cracking them. My peppers, the pepper shaker thing actually broke, so I can't actually ground the pepper. So I have to actually get a new one today, but I refuse to go without pepper. So I'm literally having the little pepper balls, which are actually pretty banging. So 175 egg whites, 2 whole eggs, 30 green beans, 25 beetroots. We have 20 grams of whey. And here we have the cream of rice, which has been upped to 75 grams from 60 grams. So 75 grams cream of rice, 100 grams of blueberries, as we can see, some cinnamon in there as well, and that is meal number 1. We also have this from this morning. I actually got this ready this morning with check-ins, but I actually didn't drink it. So I actually drink this now with this meal, black coffee, and yes, that's been sitting there for like the last 2 hours, but fun fact, I actually prefer my coffee cold. So usually if I go and get like a coffee in a shop, I will actually let it cool before I drink it, or I get a nice coffee, but I usually let it cool, or else I let it cool and then I'll actually pour some normal water into it, so it's not as hot. So yeah, meal number 1. I'm actually watching this meal. I'll watch 10 minutes of Dana White's on Jay Cutler's podcasts, and then we will get into the second block of check-ins. I really like listening to people like Dana, like high achieving, high operating individuals, because just by listening to them, you can gather a lot and learn a lot from their mindset and how they operate. So I love it. Yes, big man. Good morning. Thank you for checking as always. I appreciate this. It's here because I know you've enjoyed yourself quite a lot across this week, which, mate, you know, we're in this gaining phase, okay? I think a big thing for you is being able to have that bit of balance, because we went through them periods of unbalance, or imbalance, so to speak. And we've got to that point where composition was super fucking tight 90% of the time. But I think this week we definitely took the piss a little bit with the few events we had on. I know you said, look, you kind of managed to get away with it unscathed, but at the same time, the look has taken a bit of a hit. Let's be honest, we're a little bit softer, we're a little bit flatter, we still look great. But what I don't want you to do is be like, I got away with that. A couple more weekends like that and things will fade very, very fast. So I said, life's good, you look good, you feel good, training is good. What an amazing position to be in, okay? But what I'm here for at the moment is to make sure that we don't let the reins go too much to the point where we just start to move backwards. Be able to enjoy these things, but I also want to keep our mind focused on, I don't want to just use the gaining phase as an excuse just to get lazy or just get sloppy for the sake of it. Make the progress needed from a muscularity standpoint in order to develop that physique that you want for next time you diet. But the most important thing was that from Monday, you were, as usual, straight back on it. Back to being meticulous, back to having that locked in mindset during the week so that we can have that little bit of balance then when the time comes on the week. What I want you to do, we don't need to have the hips shifted back as much. I do want them shifted back, but a little bit less than this, because right now I think this is creating a big arch. So hips, half an inch forward. If you had the straps on, you would have been able to fight that rep a bit more without the forearms kind of coming into it. Right guys, so next up, check-ins boxed off. We are just at Dubai Mall. We have to sort out a couple of little bits and I want to do a little bit of exploring. And it's a good place to get some steps in the rest day where there's aircon. So we'll show you a little bit around, but what we've done is we've brought a second meal. So I'm gonna have that now. which I'll show you what it is, eat that in the car, and then go into the mall. Just so I'm not fucking starving walking around the mall as well with all the food places too. So meal 2 going in. We have the rice in this meal, gone from 60 grams up to 75 grams. 160 grams of chicken, 30 grams green beans, 30 grams peppers. That is meal number 2. So that is the Burj Khalifa. The fountains are actually closed. Looks like they're getting cleaned or something, which is a shame because the fountains are beautiful. But this is where the Burj is. The Burj is pretty much not in Dubai Mall, but it's a big fucking building. I actually haven't been there yet, but again, I'm gonna wait till my mom comes over so we can take her up to the top and make her shit herself. So yeah, there's 5 guys ahead of us as well. It's nice to see it like this quiet, compared to like what it usually is. I've been to that place before, Social House. That was beautiful. There's Jamie Oliver's place. Let the games begin. There's a supplement shop, which actually shops like that. Just get them on Kareem, 15-minute delivery. It's nuts. Oh yeah. So that's just a shark in the mall. That's a shark. This is the Dubai Aquarium. That's absolutely fucking wild. We actually went there before. It's a crazy place. It's pretty impressive. Look at this. Look at it. This big thing. Yeah. And then we're just in the mall. And then you go across here. And then there's a cheesecake factory. That is absolutely banging. Down there is where we came from. Mental. Look at this. Look at that. Cool. And then over there. We've seen the fountain, we've seen the Burj, we've seen the actual inside fountain. That's pretty it. Everyone just comes, takes a picture in front of these things, and that's the Dubai trip done. But no, it's pretty cool. Look at, for context, fucking mental. You wouldn't find that in Meadowhall. If there's a Jordan shop near me, I will find it. Oh yeah. There is an ice rink in the middle of the mall. I used to actually, fun facts, I used to own rollerblades when I was younger, and I was actually pretty decent on rollerblades as well. So ice skating wise, if I was to get on now, it would probably take me a couple of minutes to get my groove, but I reckon I'd be pretty decent.
Guys, like honestly, wouldn't we all love to see that?
I wouldn't risk it because I would definitely fucking tear a hamstring or something. The shoe variety over here is crazy. Now look what I found. If you know, you know. Who remembers? Who remembers these? If you know, you know. These are back out. They're not even Astro anymore. People are actually just wearing these day to day. Honestly, they are a blast from the past. Deja vu. And Shake Shack. If you know, you know. Shake Shack is king. You know my favourite part about not just here at the mall, but Dubai as a whole? Like I said, the safety. Like there's stands in here and shops and stuff with like crazy expensive jewellery and stuff, and there's not even many security guards around. But it's just a known fact over here that you don't fuck around. There's no thieves. People know better because the guards, the police, whatever you're gonna call them over here, the law enforcement are not to be fucked with. So yeah, it's just super safe. You can have your phone out, you don't have to worry about your pockets, etc. It's super, super safe, and that's massive, massive. Do you know what I just saw as well? Hamleys. Anyone know Hamleys? I'm pretty sure that was a toy shop in the UK. Also, an abundance of restaurants here. It's absolutely crazy. So if you're post-show, eat before you come here, or don't fucking come, because geez, some beautiful places.
I look, it's a designer kids shop.
A designer Kenzo Paris for kids. Yeah, that's it. Oh yeah, Nike. This one is massive. Takes some restriction not to end up buying something in here. Huge. This Nike store is absolutely mental. Mental. So big. Gem. It's massive. Massive. And then look at this. Oh man. Beautiful. That's the view from the Nike store. Down there. It's that big fucking thing. For all you Gymshark lovers, there is the Gymshark store in the mall. So we have arrived back in the Chalk. Got back to any client messages that came through in response to check-ins this morning. Sorted all clients, and I'm about to tuck into meal number 3. That mod is fantastic for steps. Steps are nearly done for the day, which is fantastic. So I will eat this meal. I will then have a few little bits to do work-wise for the day. I will actually probably go down to the pool later on, because most of all the steps are done pretty much. So I'll crack into it. The days are just so long over here in terms of like, I just feel like I have so much time. I have these work blocks that I'm just so productive in, and it feels crazy, but being able to go and sit at the pool while then getting back to some messages, etc. It's crazy. It's crazy. So I've actually been utilising that rather than just doing what I normally do and locking myself in the apartment. I just fucking like just finding shit to do. I'm being productive, and then I'm allowing myself to sit in the sun, which is unlike me. But however, meal number 3 on this rest day. The salmon meal, of course. So we have 100 grams of pineapple, we have 200 grams of wild salmon, we have 30 green beans, 25 beetroots, 30 pepper, and a 75 rice with this, up from 60. So that is meal number 3. My Cajun seasoning has run out, which I'm gutted about. So I'm actually gonna order some today. I use some of GM seasoning. I'm not even sure what it is, but it's like aromat or something. But I'm gonna order some Cajun seasoning today from Korean, and hopefully it tastes as good as the one that I had from Aldi. I'm hoping. This is not gonna taste the same, but salmon is salmon. Right, so after that second meal, I actually managed to go for a 20-minute nap, which completely revived me. Now I'm just finished the next block of work, and I'm into meal number 4, which I will show you what I'm having, considering I'm showing you a full day of food as well as what I get up to, which other than the mall, it's pretty boring so far, isn't it? But my life is pretty boring, but it's happiness for me. Now, show you what we have. Here we have 200 grams of spuds, 160 grams of chicken, 30 grams of green beans, and then we have 100 grams of apple with this meal as well. So that is meal number 4 on this rest day. No changes to this meal. This meal stays the exact same as what it was. Sorry, 5 mils of macadamia nut oil poured over the spuds and the chicken as well. That is the fats in this meal. So meal number 4, salt. Salt goes on everything. Again, I know what you've seen it before. I weigh my salt out in the morning. For me personally, at the moment, I'm doing 6 grams pink Himalayan salts and 2 grams of low salt. I put them in a little dish in the morning, and then I sprinkle that across all meals during the day. I always keep a little bit more salt for my last meal, because I find that something that Cuba actually said to me to trial was bring a bit more salt in with your last meal and see how it impacts things in terms of not going to toilet as much during the night. And it's something that definitely has helped. So when I put a bit more salt and sodium in my last meal, I don't get up as much to go to the toilet in comparison to what I usually do. So yeah, little tip. One thing I will do, I will. I'll do a video with just kind of like a Q&A in regards to Dubai. Everything so far, kind of moving over here, the whats, the whys, the hows, kind of everything. So I'll actually put a Q&A box up on my Instagram over the next week. But do me a favor, if you are listening to this and you have any questions, drop them in the comments, please. Could be anything, random, whatever it may be. Drop them in the comments. I know I have been asked a couple already, so I'll go through them. But yeah, I'll see where I can help if anyone wants to find out more and know more about Dubai. Not that I know a whole lot at the moment, but I will fill you in on what I do know. So drop them in the comments. I will get that done over the next week or so. It is a pool job. Now, it's actually not too sunny. Well, it's a little bit sunny, but the sun's going down, and it's not too warm at this time because it's like 6 o'clock at the moment. So yeah, I was getting back to bit work-wise, some bits, before I came down, and I just came down, jumped in the pool, chill, sit down here, cool off, dry off, get back to semesters while I'm here as well, and then we will go up and we'll have the next meal. So yeah, just a little bit of downtime. So rather than sitting there watching something on TV or something, it's just nice to be able to come here, get in the pool, and I actually feel like that's helped my recovery as well, jumping in that pool. Maybe placebo, maybe not, but yeah. Another thing I have to do is get glasses. I've never wore sunglasses before. I always used to think that I looked pretty funny with them on, but I tried Gems on the other day. Who would have known that sunglasses make a massive difference with blocking out the sun? So I think I'm going to get myself a pair, and they don't look too bad. So yeah, that's on the list, because this sun is strong, even though it's not even sunny at the moment. This complex is super quiet. I've been down to the pool like maybe 5 times, and there's been nobody here at any stage. It's crazy, but I will not complain. This is what I mean. I like it out of the hustle and bustle. I like my own peace. I don't like everything being too busy, so this suits me perfect. Even in the mall today, the mall wasn't actually too busy in comparison to the last couple of times we were there, but still, a lot of people. I'm only good at my social battery for like an hour, and then I'm like, right, okay, I just need to lock myself in my room, and then I'm happy. But I'm an introvert, believe it or not, so a massive introvert. That's one thing with Dubai, look at construction everywhere. Right, we are finished. I'm going back up for the next meal. One thing I have to do over the next couple of days is get a haircut. And I'm very nervous. I've been putting it off because God only knows what is going to happen. Oh, here we go. So, you'll see in the next couple of vlogs if I am not happy with the haircuts. I may potentially just shave this off. Who fucking knows, because I'll probably get butchered. So don't be surprised if I'm bald in the next one. Yes, so we are showered. We are in for meal number 5, which again is a salmon meal. I'm absolutely buzzing with 100 grams of apple, 100 grams of pineapple, and salmon, beetroot, peppers, green beans, and 60 grams of rice with this one rather than the 75 like I had earlier. So, and again, salmon is cremated, of course. So the increase in food this week came from the rice in the meals 2 and meals 3 from 60 grams up to 75 grams, and the cream of rice in meal 1 from 60 grams up to 75 grams. So pretty much 45 grams of rice. That was the only increase on rest day that we took. And like I said, that's been enough. And even that has went a long way in terms of hunger and satiation as well. So I'm a happy man. So what we'll do is we'll get bloods done the middle of next week, really evaluate where we're sitting, and then from the start of September, which will be kind of that weekend, the Monday, that is when the push will begin. So I'm very happy with how conditioning is held during this phase, very happy with how I feel, with how training's moving forward. So I'm very, very excited to begin this first push of the off season. I'll take you along. Again, this is the road to progress. And there's been a lot of progress over the last few weeks after the show initially, even with moving country, etc. as well. Like I said, it's not just progress physically, it's progress in all regards. And that is always what I'm chasing. Right, so just have to have the last meal. But after my 5th meal, I realised I needed a couple of bits. So straight onto Korean. I just put my last meal in, and there we go. It has arrived. We'll go through what I got. Got some green beans, a couple of packets. We got some apples, Pink Lady of course. We got some peppers, some spuds, and then what did I get here? What did I get? Ah yes, I got some baby shrimp. And then, here we go. So I got black pepper, so I don't have to have my pepper balls. And I got some cinnamon powder as well. So that is a little bit of a top up. And I'm ordering off Carrefour at the moment as well. And Carne Store for meat. So I have some more shopping coming tomorrow, but that is perfect. Yeah, so last meal. Now, calories on rest days at the moment are around just under 3,400. So in around 3,370, in around that. I'll actually pop it up here as well, just so you can see the macro breakdown as well. But a good chunk less than training days, because again, training days is a much greater demand on fuel because I am training. I need that fuel there for my sessions, for recovery in comparison to rest days. So I like that rest day food, always a little bit lower. I just feel it allows you to stay a little bit more responsive as well, rather than just like a lot of food going in day to day. I think days where you're resting, where there's a little bit less, I do feel like we stay a little bit more responsive, but this is the last meal. No creamy, obviously, of course. So the same as training day, except the only difference is it's 50 grams of oats, 50 grams of cream of rice, 30 grams of oats, so a little bit less. Cinnamon, we have 50 grams of whey, 20 grams of almond butter, and then 100 grams of the blueberries. This is the almond butter I got the other day. This is literally ground almonds. Like, it is proper, just natural almond butter. It's absolutely banging. So that is final meal, and then we will hit the hay. So that is rest day wrapped up, and I am well and truly rested. I'm recovered, and I am itching to get back into the gym tomorrow. So let's do it, guys. I cannot wait to train at the moment. I'm in that mode. I'm in that groove. And if I thought that motivation couldn't get any higher, it has. My drive has leveled up again. And I'm really excited to see what we can do these next few months. The road to progress.